Matchup tonight in D.C. Max Scherzer, arguably the best starter in the game. The three-time Cy Young winner, racking up 200 strikeouts for the 8th straight year. In the other corner stands Jacob deGrom, the defending Cy Young champ. Baseball's lowest ERA since the start of 2018. Two superstars go toe-to-toe. Postseason implications on a perfect night at Nationals Park. It was a hot one in D.C. today. Things have cooled off a bit. The Nats would like to cool off the Mets, who had a good weekend in Philly, and then they won here on Labor Day. Here we go, the tale of the tape. It's two of the best in the business. We go back to the start of the 2015 season, Max's first as a National. The numbers don't lie. Scherzer is the dominant guy, but we know what Jacob deGrom is capable of, and it kind of feels like opening day all over again when the game was decided by one swing very early.
Yeah, it was a good game. It's the third time they faced each other this year. This big boy baseball tonight. Two of the best pitchers in the National League going head-to-head. Max Scherzer's been building up to this one. 71 pitches. His first start off the IL against Pittsburgh. 89 his last start against the O's. He told me the other day, Carp, he still doesn't feel like he can go throttle up. He felt good after his last start. I think he's going to go full throttle tonight against the Mets. Davey Martinez said 90 pitches. This is all up to Max. He's been waiting for the Mets. He's been waiting for the Braves. He's been waiting for Jacob deGrom.
Mets better since the break. deGrom a part of it. 9 starts, 4-1 with a 1.5 ERA, 186 opponent's batting average. The Mets rotation kind of goes as he leads the way.
Yeah, this guy's absolutely dealing this year too. Fastball in the upper 90s. He'll stay away early. If you're the Nats tonight, hack. This guy strikes a lot of guys out. 214 strikeouts on the year, second in the National League. He's only walked 39 batters.
So those are the pitchers battling. How about the battle of the fans in this one? Yeah, the Mets folks have been here in full force. Nats fans are feeling good. Some of them even talk to each other. This one's not over until the guy with the Viking hat sings, and it's deGrom, it's Scherzer. What a night this should be at Nationals Park. To you by Perspecta, creating innovative solutions to keep our nation safe. Learn more at perspecta.com/Nats. And by FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Electrical, absolutely the best. And by PNC, make today the day. And this is the day for great pitching, at least we're expecting it. Some hitters will have to stay in the fight against these two tonight. deGrom 8-8, Scherzer 9-5, but it goes way beyond the records. So mostly clear skies, 86 degrees. Not too muggy at the yard. What a night. And Wilson Ramos back in their lineup. The former Nat is hitting 25 games in a row, 42 for 96, setting all kinds of records for the longest by a catcher in nearly a century. It's the third longest streak in the history of the New York Mets, who are 5-10 career against Max Scherzer. He'll make his 20th start against them.
You feel like this one's all systems go. You'll see Max Scherzer letting it rip from the first pitch of the game. He's been building up for this one. 71 pitches 2 starts ago, 89 pitches against the O's. He has 200th strikeout of the season last start and an 8-4 Nats win. He got the no decision. Here we go.
7:05, Max right on time, and he misses away to Jeff McNeil to start the night. McNeil 4th in the league at .322. And against Scherzer, 2 for 7 career. Pretty good rip, and it's 1-1.
Defense tonight behind Max. Soto, Robles, Parra the outfield. Turner, Cabrera up the middle. Rendon, Adams at the corners. And Kurt Suzuki putting down the digits.
Great changeup. Third pitch of the game, and Max with a great touch on it. He has struck out an even 200 batters this year, 4th most in the league, despite missing all that time. He is 2nd in ERA to Ryu and 9th in opponent's batting average at just .220.
You know, you're talking about who he's going up against tonight, Jacob deGrom. I mean, he's going to be locked in. He's focused. He knows this game is big. He also knows he doesn't have a lot of wiggle room. deGrom,
has given up 3 or fewer runs in 17 of his last 18 starts. So Max has to hold the Mets to at least 1 or 2 tonight for his ball club to have a chance, you'd think, based on the numbers.
On a ball away, Anthony Rendon positioned perfectly, and he fires to Adams for the first out. Time for T-Mobile's connection to the game. The Nats bullpen trending well. Sean Doolittle's back. Others have been called up, and we hope that continues. There have been some rough individual moments, but mostly the Nats bullpen better. So there's Max with the Nats against the Mets since the start of 15, some dominant numbers. Last 8 road starts, DeGrom almost unbeatable. That coincides with the Mets, who are 16-9 on the road since the All-Star break. Fastball inside. Pete Alonso again batting second in this series. Kept his on-base streak alive with a single in 5 trips yesterday. He's been on board 28 games in a row. And again, Scherzer 1 for 9. The count's 1-1. Crew chief. Who else should have the plate tonight but the 21-year veteran Jim Reynolds? Sean Barber, Stu Sherwater, Alan Porter, first, second, and third. That one right off the end of the bat with some late movement. That'll stand him up a bit on a high-tide fastball. 2-2. Alonso second in the league behind Bellinger, who hit his 44th last night. 7th with RBIs, 102. And he struck him out. Alonso now 1 for 10 with 7 strikeouts against Max Scherzer.
Well, I mean, Max Scherzer threw the best game I've ever seen against the New York Mets a few years back at Citi Field, the 17 strikeout no-hitter. So he's got to have good vibes going in this one. And you think he likes pitching against this ball club.
Hard to believe that was nearly 4 full calendar years ago now. Last weekend of the season, the second last game. Here's Conforto hitting .261 and Scherzer just missing away with the curveball.
Yeah, that was 10-3 2015. It had a game score of 104, and it's known as the best no-hitter ever. And Wilson Ramos caught that no-hitter. The 25-game hitting streak on deck.
Yes, he did. He drove in one of the 2 runs with a sac fly that day in New York, or that evening. So he goes 3-0 on Conforto, who's 9 for 28 against him. Michael Conforto 4 career homers against Scherzer. Outfield a bit the other way, infield a pull. And he's battled back to fill the count.
He missed his spot. He wanted that in. It was away with some run on it, but it was 96. So he got away with it.
From 3-0 to strikeout number 2 and number 202. A Scherzer-like top of the first, and now the Nats face Jacob deGrom. Hitting and in runs, 7th in homers. Trey Turner against the Mets, all over the bases this year, slugging well, 9 runs, 8 steals. That's 8 of his 30, and he has 10 career hits against Jacob deGrom. Notice as Drupal Cabrera in the number 2 spot. Adam Eaton has what they're calling a bad bone bruise or a contusion. Could be available to pinch hit later. Parra back there in right field. Victor Robles back in the 8th spot. Here's DeGrom.
A 28th start of the year for Jacob. Tossed 7 innings for the 3rd consecutive time his last start, August 29th against the Cubs. Gave up 4 runs on 5 hits over 7 innings. Struck out 7 Cubs, didn't walk 1, gave up 2 home runs, both to Victor Caratini. So they scored all 4 runs on home runs off the bat of Caratini last start.
Turner takes that one at 97. So Trey not overmatched by any means. Best career numbers of any Nat. 10 for 34 against DeGrom with a homer and 3 RBIs. Adam Eaton pretty good numbers too, but he couldn't answer the bell tonight. Adam 6 for 18 against Jacob. And this one high in the air, short on the right side. Panic out, Conforto behind him. And the second baseman, Joe Panic, for the first out.
So the Nats were down 7-0 yesterday, and this is what Asdrubal Cabrera did, a tater. His 15th of the year, and this snuck up on me. I was looking at my scorecard today, and I said 248, 15, those are good numbers. 73 RBIs this year for Asdrubal Cabrera. So we talk about how clutch he is, the propensity to drive in runs. He's flirting with a 100 RBI season.
How about that? And he has 22 in 18 games as a Nat to get himself to that level. 317 with Washington. And overall on the season, the switch hitter 244 from the left side. And DeGrom paints the outside edge, 1-1.
I remember last time the Nats faced the Mets and Jacob DeGrom at Citi Field. It was that Sunday game. They had the bases loaded, 2 outs in the first inning. And Asdrubal Cabrera hit a ground ball to first base. And that's the one Pete Alonso kind of dove on, got up, and couldn't hit Jacob DeGrom on the run. 3 runs would score, and those are the 3 runs the Nats scored off DeGrom last time, all unearned on an error by Pete Alonso.
Well, Asdrubal had a single as a thought on the bunt. He's going to launch another one to right center. And this ball at the scoreboard above the glove of Brandon Nimmo. And Asdrubal Cabrera has gone way long to that same gap twice in a row. Runner at second, 1 out.
Dude can flat out rake, can't he? 22nd double of the season. And this is a box you have to check against a guy like Jacob DeGrom. There goes a no-hitter, a double off the wall. High fastball, belt high, got on top of it. It didn't have the sound, so I wasn't thinking it was a home run, but halfway up the scoreboard in right center. Little mommy shark back to the dugout, and Anthony Rendon has a chance to add on to his 111 stakes. Or does he?
Yeah, first base open. How will they approach this? Rendon 5 for 31 against Jacob DeGrom, who's walked him 7 times over the years. Already scattered MVP chance, and DeGrom gets ahead. Anthony's been on base 18 games in a row now, batting .444 over that time. Double walk his last 2 times yesterday. Pretty good slider. Time for our Rocket Mortgage game changer. When he swings the bat, he does change ball games. Last 12 games, are you kidding us? Hitting almost .540. The homers, the doubles. So that's 10 extra base hits. And he has 73 on the year. The OPS out of sight. .02 with 1 out. And he'll guide it to the right side. A 1-hopper to Alonso. Overhand lead throw to DeGrom. Cabrera to third, 2 down.
There's your Mets D tonight. McNeil, Nimmo, Conforto the outfield. Guillorme, Frazier left side. Panic, Alonso right side, and Wilson Ramos behind the plate. He's locked in. 25-game hitting streak. We'll see him next inning.
A 2-out chance for Juan Soto. Soto against DeGrom, career 1 for 10, couple of walks. Nine for his last 20 with 10 RBIs in 5 games. That ball drilled, and the Nats will take the lead. Soto rounding the bag big. He's going to go for 2, and he is safe. That's his 96th RBI. And a huge early run for the Nats.
Pair of doubles here in the first. I don't think Jacob deGrom has pitch around anybody in his vocabulary. You're wondering, is he going to pitch to Juan Soto here? No offense to Matt Adams on deck, but that's Juan Soto. They threw him a changeup up in the zone. Soto sat on it, drilled it in the right center field gap, and that double was made right out of the batter's box. His first 3 steps, he was getting it, and DeGrom can't believe he hit that changeup or that he left it up in the zone.
63 extra base hits for Soto now. Here's Matt Adams.
I watched the video of Soto versus DeGrom last start at Citi Field before the game. He started him off with changeups. He was slow, couple changeups early, tried to pop the fastball late. I don't know if Juan Soto saw the same video today or just reacted to that changeup, but he started him slow last time he faced him and tried to finish him firm.
Walked Soto first time up that day, got him on a fly ball and a grounder later. But Juan hit the ball hard once against him, and he's already done it tonight. And here's Matt Adams, who has 4 career hits and 2 batted in against DeGrom.
Nats are 52 and 24 when they score first.
Wow. Well, good clutch hitting by Adams this year. 0-2 from one of the best in the game coming. And he'll take the fastball just up and away at 98. So 2 hits already against a guy with a .214 batting average against and a .266 ERA. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Big first for the Nats, though. Cabrera with 1 out. Soto with 2 down, wearing out the gap in right center.
After missing a month, and I had a chance to catch up with Wilson Ramos, who worked with Scherzer, caught him in parts of 2015 and 2016. And Ramos says if Max Scherzer is on that mound, whether he came back from the IL or not, he's ready to pitch, and he's ready to pitch against the Mets. He says his knowledge of the game, of the hitters, his scouting report, Scherzer leaves no hitter or anything left, no stone left unturned. So he expected a good battle today. As for his approach for Scherzer, doesn't change. He says you hope that he makes a mistake. He doesn't make many, but if he does, I'll put a good swing on it.
Yeah, 2 guys who know each other really well. Wilson is 3 for 14 career against Max, and he will have earned it big time if he gets his hitting streak to 26 games tonight. Scherzer first inning, 16 pitches, 10 strikes, and he gets ahead of Wilson with a fastball up in the zone. Ramos sitting at 298. 122nd game of the year. He's had 409 official at bats. Catchers with long hitting streaks. It doesn't happen much, but some familiar names in recent years. Benito, so athletic. Sandy Alomar Jr., pretty much the same. John Flaherty was always solid. Victor Martinez and Paulo Duca, who played part of his career late with the Nats. Brian Harper, Minnesota Twins earlier. 0-2, and that's slown away.
Ray thinks about Benito Santiago throwing guys out from his knees, but he could hit too.
He could. Yeah, Benito could do a lot of things we never saw catchers do before that. 1-2. Swing and a miss. 3 swinging strikeouts in a row.
I'll tell you what, when you see a guy pitch, as long as we've seen Max pitch every 5th day over the years, there's a look that he has when he's locked in. You didn't see it in his first start back, the 71 pitch performance against Pittsburgh, kind of feeling his way around. Saw a little bit against the Orioles last time, but here in the 2nd inning, he's got that look. The confidence is back. He's got that swagger in his game, and he is locked in.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And Scherzer getting ahead of everybody right now. Nimmo had a good day yesterday in his return off the IL. Couple of walks, RBI double, scored a run. And he goes change up after the heaters. Doubles up on that off speed. 2-2. Another left-handed batter, Joe Panik, awaits.
They're 95, 96, coming out free and easy here early. He had a reach back 96 to strike out Chris Davis's last start. That was the highest velocity we saw on August 28th.
Curveball over and low. Nimmo, no, he's pretty good at working counts. We saw him with an 11-pitch walk early yesterday.
He's spitting on the off speed, 2 changeups and a curveball, and he hasn't even budged.
And Scherzer misses with the fastball. Brandon Nimmo, a pest to the Nats again. Next up is Joe Panik, who's 2 for 15 against Scherzer.
All right, come out to Nats Park on Saturday, September 14th for Oktoberfest in September. The first 20,000 fans ages 21 up receive a Nats beer stein. That's presented by StubHub. So 405 Braves beer stein. Be here. Visit nationals.com/tickets.
Panik, 260 for the Mets in 22 games, 240 overall, including his time with the Giants. Rendon toes to the grass on the third base side. Panik choked up on that bat now, 1-1. And the changeup, 2-1.
Well, that's 2 hitters in a row that have picked up the Scherzer change early. You usually see a hitter 2-1 geared up to hit 96, and they swing through that changeup. Nimmo took 2. Panic just took 2. I wonder if they're seeing it early out of Max's hands. Usually you see a swing through there 2-1.
Challenge heater, and Soto to his left. He came up ready to fire back to first, but Nimmo got back quickly. 2 down now here in the second. Todd Frazier back in their lineup tonight, batting 7th.
And you also look, Carp, how the way guys are taking changeups. Are they moving their hands and then stopping at the last second, or are they just standing there like a statue? And both lefties this inning are just standing there on the Scherzer changeup. They're seeing it early.
Well, somebody on the third base side is good at that, because I was told today that Jacob deGrom's problems early in the season were because other teams were picking up what he was doing when he threw off-speed pitches. And somebody with the Mets looked at hours of tape and they solved the problem, and his results now speak for themselves.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's tipping it. They're just seeing it early, is what I'm saying.
Well, they said deGrom was tipping, not that Max is. But same sort of thing, hitters were just not biting. One.
Pretty good slider for a strike. Good frame by Suzuki, catching the top half of the ball, making it look way better.
One and two to Frazier, who's 1 for 11 career against Max. Runner on the move, and Kurt Suzuki couldn't come up with it cleanly, and down to second goes Nimmo. Second steal of the year. He's had a bad neck most of the season, hasn't played much.
He got a great jump. I don't know if you're throwing him out if you catch it. He did kind of pause when he looked back to see what the call on the pitch was. Slowed down a little bit, but I don't think Suzuki had a shot either way.
2-2. That thing way off the plate inside. Todd Frazier somehow got a piece of the handle on it. Not a big crowd, but very engaged here early. They're cheering on just about every pitch Max makes. Once he gets to 2 strikes, he's already struck out 3. Two. Got him on the change. That baby really diving. 2 Ks in each of the innings so far, and the Nats still on top. Let's have a lead early. 6-7-8. Kurt Suzuki, Gerardo Parra, Victor Robles. First inning, deGrom 17 pitches, 13 strikes. Kurt Suzuki 12 for his last 40. That's 300. 11 RBIs in his last 9 games. That one to his liking, a bit up and in.
As you enjoy a Miller Lite tonight, look forward to the Hold True moment later in this ball game. These two guys pitching, you might have already seen it.
Yeah, never know when one swing settles the issue early like Cano's did on opening day. They reactivated him today, by the way. Robbie Cano, the only left-handed bat on the Met bench, as they tried to get as many into their lineup tonight as they could. And this one to short. Third hop right in front of Guillorme. Second ground ball out for DeGrom, and Gerardo Parra is next.
Are we contractually obligated to play this song every time he walks up?
I'm told the attorney said first at bat for sure.
All right, that's my favorite one, the Marty Feldman shark. Check out the eyes. Those are good. Check out Grandma Shark. She's into it. I love it.
He has 4 career hits and a homer against Jacob DeGrom. Couple of hits, an RBI and a walk in the series against Miami over the weekend.
Fine line between the Jaws theme song and chopsticks on the organ here at the ballpark.
One is the first thing you ever learn on the piano, and the other might be the last thing you ever learn on the piano.
It depends on where you're playing the piano.
Yeah.
It's on the Titanic. That just looks like a nose. A rhinoceros.
Yeah, that's
head.
a rhino helmet there. Hey, whatever.
Hey, he's trying. Nice try. I like it.
0-2. And Parra will take it away.
I was watching DeGrom warm up in the bullpen today. We've seen him pitch a bunch. His landing area, Carp, he's so under control. He keeps his head over the mound for so long. But when he strides, his stride is about a foot closer to home plate than Max Scherzer's. Max is on the left. See, the dark one is Max's, and the one closer to you is DeGrom's. But once he sets and goes, he's striding halfway to the plate. He's 6'4". He's got long arms, and with that stride, it's got to be like 98 right on top of you.
Two. Parra swings through the hook. DeGrom, second strikeout.
Watch how long he strides to home plate. So there's Max's landing area, the dark spot on the left, and then look where DeGrom lands. Almost a whole shoe length in front of Max's. He's on top of you.
Well, we hope Max bats in the inning. Victor Robles will try to make that happen. 0 for 3 yesterday. His on-base streak came to an end at 19. Not bad against DeGrom. A walk, 2 for 8 career. And he takes that one low and away. That's a fair ball inside the bag. It'll hit the short corner. And Robles easily into second base with a 2-out stand-up double. The Nats 3 hits, all 2 baggers.
Looked like it might have been a change up there. 92 kind of turned it over. Robles stayed out in front of it. Right between Frazier and the bag. So the threat of the base hit bunt and turning the lineup over with 2 outs had Todd Frazier in. Victor takes advantage, and now it's pretty clutch with runners in scoring position over his career. Gets a chance to make it 2-0.
We're in some danger over here.
Max Scherzer on the year. 8 hits, 2 RBIs. Looking for his first career hit against DeGrom. He's 0 for 8 against Jacob. DeGrom is 2 for 9 against Scherzer when they've matched up. 5th time in their careers, including the 3rd time this year, they have pitched against each other. It happened twice in the 17 season.
Conforto is so shallow in right field.
Robles really moving around out there, getting a huge lead because neither middle infielder moving at all, and he can get a good 20 feet or more off the bag before the pitch is thrown, and then stretching it out further. One and two.
Four for his last 9. That's pretty good.
Swing and a miss as DeGrom doubles up on the slider. Each pitcher 4 Ks, but the Nats have the run.
Looks like he's on a mission tonight, and you thought he would be. So he struck out Pete Alonso at 95. The slider to Conforto. Wilson Ramos a fastball up. And a nasty changeup there to Todd Frazier. So 4 punch outs and counting for Max. Your Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $50 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season. All right, check this out. Great story. Aaron Barrett got called up to the big leagues after a long battle. Tommy John surgery, plates in his arms, and today he got called up. Check this out.
Today, I want to recognize a winner on our team. You've been an inspiration to me, brother. Inspiration to the coaches and to these players. And it's an honor that I got to manage you, but it's more of an honor to tell you going back to the big leagues. Let's go!
Manager Matty LeCroy, one of the greatest men in our organization, former Nats catcher, and unbelievable news he got to deliver to Aaron Barrett today.
Hey, remember in 2015, he had the sprained elbow. He had Tommy John surgery. On his comeback in 2016, he snapped his arm in a rehab assignment. Well, he was coming back in Florida. They put a plate and screws in his arm to hold it back together. He was invited to Major League Camp this year as a non-roster invite. He said, I'm not just here as a token. I want to make it back to the big leagues. He said it's going to be a great comeback story. And here he is tomorrow back in the major leagues.
Great pitch by Scherzer. Off speed. Strikes out Guillorme. And now Suzuki throws him out.
And he's one of our all-time favorites. Just a wonderful human being. We're so excited for him.
Well, remember his first game in spring training this year.
Yeah.
He came out and pitched an inning, and everybody was waiting for him when he came back to the dugout after he made that appearance down in West Palm. The guys absolutely adore Aaron Barrett, and so do we.
Yeah, 99 guys out of 100 would shut it down after the second time when the thing snapped. And apparently a lot of guys got sick to their stomach. They heard it. It was a gruesome scene. And he even said he had doubts that he could come back initially, but if you just know the person and the perseverance, what he's made of. I got so many text messages today from former teammates of Aaron Barrett's here in D.C. Ryan Matthews, Kevin Franzen, everybody so excited, so fired up. It's just such a feel-good story.
So Max on a roll, 5 strikeouts now. DeGrom has 3, his first time through the order. And now Jacob against Max. 2 for 9 career with a walk in this pitcher batter matchup. And a chopper right side. Matt Adams to his right gets it to Max in plenty of time to find the bag. 2 down. Let's go inside the numbers presented by PNC. So this season, we talked about what they've done since 15. So this season, Max ahead in ERA. DeGrom, because Max missed so much time in strikeouts, but the distance is closing there. They're durable. Walks innings, walks hits per innings pitched. And now opponent's batting average. 2 outstanding young talents. All brought to you by PNC. Make today the day. And here's Jeff McNeil at the top of the Mets lineup.
Yeah, the Cy Young is open. Ryu's not been the same guy he was early in the season. Max missed a month, but his numbers still hold up. Steven Strasburg, I think, is the leader in the clubhouse right now, but what do I know?
Strasburg's been amazing. 0-1. Another one to Rendon, playing McNeil right where he was first time, and that's it. Scherzer, a very quick top of the third, and only a walk has he given up so far. In the first inning, the RBI by Soto on top 1-0. Top of the order, Mercedes-Benz with our due up, the best or nothing. Visit MBUSA.com or your local dealer today and what they've done this year against the Mets. Turner, he'll add to his total. First pitch. Great speed aboard, leading off the third. So important for the Nats, after the way Syndergaard pitched yesterday, to get something going early in game 2 against this great right-hander.
And a little slider here from DeGrom that just stayed up. Trey Turner all over it. Right back up the middle. 30 stolen bases on first. And Wilson Ramos and Jacob DeGrom, a battery that you can steal on. Wilson Ramos 13 for 91 this year, and DeGrom pretty deliberate to the plate. That's why he's holding it, trying to disrupt Trey Turner's timing.
Cabrera off the wall, off the scoreboard, right center first time.
The go zone is like where he's standing.
Trey number 30 yesterday.
See that Max shirt in the background when Trey was in his lead? That was scary. Watch.
Great percentage. StatCast AI powered by AWS. The next stolen base will be number 100.
I think against the elite pitchers, you have to find ways. You have to create ways to score runs. You're not going to string 3 or 4 hits together against a guy like Scherzer or DeGrom. So the stolen base, the small ball, 2 out knocks with the runner on second. Just getting to second is winning a battle against these guys.
Six minutes short of 8 o'clock. Sky's darkening. Looks like the lights have pretty much taken effect. Now Trey's been on 37 of his last 39 games. Hitting safely 14 of his last 16. And as Dribble takes it upstairs, count leverage 2-1.
Hey, rushing his delivery because of Turner on first. Trying to be a little bit too quick to give Wilson a chance. Now he falls behind 2-1 to a guy that can shoot you out of the yard.
There goes Turner. Pitch away. Ramos' throw, a good one, but Trey beat it. Went flashing by the attempted tag by Guillorme. That's number 31, and for the Nats, number 100.
A pretty good jump. See the lean? DeGrom quick to the plate. The throw is pretty good by Wilson. Did they tag him on the knee before his hand got there? And the Mets are saying play on. I think if Guillorme kind of looks that tag toward Trey Turner's body, they have him. He was, if you get the center field shot, he wasn't even looking at Turner. He was looking at Wilson Ramos.
3-1 now to Cabrera. Nobody out. Two on. Nobody out for Rendon.
So when you're tagging somebody, Carp, you come to the bag, you catch the ball, and you look at the runner and you smack the tag up. Watch Guillorme's head here. Look where he's looking the whole time. Watch his head. He never turns around to look at Trey Turner. He just, how does he know where he is? You grab this baseball, you roll your head, and you smack it into his ribs, and you got an out there. But he was still looking at Wilson Ramos the whole time. How would you know where the runner is?
Rendon 0-2 first time, and then DeGrom got him on a ground ball to the right side. He's going to hit one to the third baseman, Frazier. Panic will turn the 5-4-3 double play with Cabrera coming for him. And Turner's at third with two down.
Do you pitch to Juan Soto here? Do you trust Jacob deGrom to navigate and negotiate one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now, or do you just put him on if you're Mickey Callaway and don't even take a chance? Matt Adams is looking into the Mets dugout right now to see what they're going to do. All right.
And Soto to left center, but it hangs up for Nimmo. Even when he makes it out, he looks so dangerous. To the fourth, 1-0 Washington. Saturday night, October 3rd, second game of a split doubleheader. He strikes out Cespedes. He strikes out Duda. Curtis Granderson will pop it up, and Yunel Escobar, who had made an error earlier to prevent the perfect game, makes the catch, and Max Scherzer no hits the Mets. 2-0 Nationals. This is interesting. Granderson struck out for the last out in the sixth. Every batter struck out in succession until Granderson hit that pop-up. 9 in a row struck out. Max with 17 on the night. And FP, you referenced the dominance of that game.
Yeah, he did it with his fastball that night, and there's the first hit for the Mets tonight.
Yeah, so they have a box of their own to check as Alonso leads off the fourth, going the other way. Max Scherzer that night, 109 pitches, 80 strikes, 17 strikeouts without a hit or a walk. Here's Conforto, struck out swinging first time. Two hits in a row.
Oh, it's Parra come in for that ball. He was baiting Pete Alonso to try to go to third. He came in slowly, hoping that Alonso would run, and he was too smart to take a chance with nobody out.
Well, the 7-line Army's not here tonight, occupying that section down in the left field corner, but there are some Mets fans now making noise for the first time tonight. They've had nothing to cheer about until now. Wilson Ramos struck out swinging on a high heater first time. And now they have 3 hits in a row. Ramos has a 26-game hitting streak, and this game is tied.
Well, he threw the fastball by Wilson first time up. Wilson took the first pitch, and then he went high fastball to strike him out at 95. And Ramos said, I'm not waiting around this time. No way am I getting to 2 strikes again. He got a fastball middle in, drills it down in the corner, and just like that, Max is in trouble. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Game tied at 1.
Brandon Nimmo now. He walked and stole a base first time. Suddenly the ballpark's a shouting match. And Nimmo takes it in there.
So when you talk about Max's pitch count tonight, circle this inning because these are all going to be red line pitches trying to get out of this jam. Anything he throws right now for the rest of the inning is going to be max effort.
Great Max fastball, 1-2. Line to center. Robles not much of a chance to get behind it, and he'll throw to short to hit the cutoff man, and the Mets take the lead.
Solid at bat by Brandon Nimmo to pick up the run from third. Anytime you put a ball in play off Max in that situation, you're doing something right. 2-1.
Joe Panik hit the ball hard first time, lined out to Soto in left.
Catcher on second base, maybe change up the sequence here.
Right center. Parra can only watch it, and that ball is gone. A 2-run homer by Panik, his first as a Met, and it's 4-1.
I'll tell you what, Nimmo and Panik both picked up Max Scherzer first time up. Remember, Nimmo didn't swing at the changeups, and neither did Panik. Panik hit a hard line drive to left field to Juan Soto. Nimmo walked. This time, a bullet sack fly to center and a home run. Both those guys are seeing Scherzer tonight real well in their 2 at-bats where maybe Wilson didn't his first time up and did his second time up.
Here's Frazier. Trey Turner waiting for this one. 2 outs. 8th Met to bat will be Luis Guillorme, the shortstop.
Yeah, first pitch ambush looks like a slider up, maybe a cutter at 92. Yeah, a cutter that didn't cut, and Panic caught it out front.
Only the 13th homer given up all year by Max. It's in 147 innings. Breaking ball in there to Guillorme, who struck out swinging first time. That ball's well hit, right field corner. Fair. Parra picks it up in front of the 335 mark, and DeGrom will bat here in the fourth as the 8th man up.
Change up and on the inner half, catches it out front, keeps it fair. Mets come out hacking in the 4th inning, and they're doing some damage. A couple of singles, couple of doubles, a home run. Did not see this one coming.
Here's DeGrom, who bounced out to Adams first time. And with the fastball, 0-2. Three and two.
And pitch number 65 coming.
And DeGrom, a good athlete, hangs in there, takes a good swing.
DeGrom fighting. Shortstop in college. For a bit, started pitching his junior season. Guy that can really field this position, and he's pretty decent swinging the bat.
Swing and a miss. Scherzer, strikeout number 6. Mets strike for 4. And the 4th inning of Nationals baseball brought to you by the redesigned 2019 RAV4. Ready for any adventure, go Toyota, and let's go places. You 15% or more on car insurance. It's our Geico President's Race. We're a little short-handed tonight. Teddy being taken out by everybody. And George, one is the loneliest number. He goes in solo to win.
Teddy's soft. He didn't get pushed.
4-5-0 Mets. 1-4-0 Nats. It'll be Adam, Suzuki, and Parra.
See if you can chip away here. That was what I thought the Mets game plan would be first time through, but second time through they said, hey, what are we waiting around for? Max has got his good stuff. He struck out 5 of the first 9. Let's go to Hacken second time through, and that was a quick 4 runs. That was boom, 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 4-1 out of nowhere. Almost like they changed their game plan. They wanted to see what he had first time through. And I think they were so impressive, they said, we're not getting the 2 strikes. Let's go. Forget this. We're hacking. Team game plan.
2-2. Adams swings through the off speed. DeGrom, 4th K of the night. Matt twice.
All right, Taste of the World returns to Nats Park on Saturday, September 14th. With the purchase of a special ticket, enjoy pregame street festival, food and beverage samples from various embassies before the Nats Braves showdown, 4:05. Plus, you take home a cookbook featuring recipes from the culinary team at Nats Park. To get your special ticket, visit nationals.com/taste.
Kurt Suzuki, ground ball to short first time. Fly ball deep left center this time, but over is Nimmo. Right over the shoulder of McNeil. Center fielder took charge, 2 down. Next up, Parra.
Everyone is getting into it. I like it.
And Gerardo trying not to get to 2 strikes. Fouls the changeup on the first one.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to go first pitch hunting against Jacob deGrom, he doesn't throw a lot of pitches with a lot of plate. Wilson looks like he caught that one somewhere in his jaw. He has such good command of 97, 98. He's always away early with the fastball on a corner, so he's hard to go up there and hack early because it's a pitcher's strike usually early in the count. Did he bite his tongue? I think he did. Get him in the jaw on the ricochet and then you bite your tongue. Looks like it did.
DeGrom had an 8-pitch third inning. Double play really turned that inning around for him. Nats had 2 on, nobody out. Soto lined out hard. Now he's got 2 outs in the 4th. And Parra taking the curve in the dirt. Good take on a fastball that was close. 2-2. Another good take.
But you see how he's just teasing you, though? On that outside corner, tried to bring back that slider. Rarely gives you anything good to hit. Check out the whole sequence. There's nothing up in the zone or over the plate. Everything's just on corners and down. Not to mention it's 98.
Strike 3 call. Parra thought it was up. Jim Reynolds rings him up, and the 4th inning is over for the Nats.
For Gerardo Parra, I mean, if strike 1 or strike 2 they call on you, that's fine, but strike 3, that's a tough one to live with. So look at that angle, how much he moved his glove. Watch this on the Exmo. The guys are going to freeze it for you right when Wilson Ramos catches it. Okay, that's where it is. Now watch Wilson's glove after he catches it. Look how much he pulls that down in the zone. So Wilson's telling you he thought that pitch was high. Watch this look by Gerardo. So he thought it was high. We thought it was high. And I think it was.
Yeah, it's a rough ride against this guy. So Max back to work, trying to get back on track here. Struck out DeGrom to end the 4th inning. He faces McNeil, who's hit a couple of ground balls right to Anthony Rendon on the other side. Traditionally better as the night wears on. Mets rather embarking on their 3rd time around the order. And McNeil will pull this one. Cabrera made the backhand pickup look pretty easy. 1 out. So the kids lumberjack cap is back, presented by Harris Teeter. Sunday, September 15th. First 10,000 kids to come out to Nationals Park go home beautifully dressed. 1:38. Nats Braves that day. Kids run the bases after the ball game. Nationals.com/tickets. McNeil 0 for 3, and here's Alonso, who went leadoff man mode last inning and just reached out and poked a base hit to right field after striking out in the 1st. Then he pulls this one. Didn't hit it very hard, and Soto there, 2 down. Next up, Conforto. Davies Ball Club 6-11 against the Mets this year. New York's won 4 out of 7 at Nationals Park tonight and tomorrow remaining. Great changeup. Had the power hitter way out in front, 1-1. Nissan pitch cast.
A pretty good change here. 1-0. He's all in on a heater.
And more in the season series where the Mets are averaging right around 5.5 runs a game. Nats just under 5. New York much better when they get guys in scoring position. It's all Nats with speed. Starter ERA's pretty much a wash in the bullpen because of the early season, a wide disparity. 1-2. Strike 3 call. Scherzer a very quick top of the 5th. He'll bat after Robles and before Trey Turner coming back. Planet, we'll find out about that soon.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's the moon.
Oh, all right.
But they are talking about reinstating Pluto as a planet. Aristides Aquino, well, the kid with all those home runs, and he gets Player of the Month. Alex Bregman over in Houston hitting over 400. Look at the RBIs. Jock Peterson saved a home run last night, crashing into the wall and hit a couple himself. He and Chris Taylor homered twice. Cody Bellinger hit his 44th in that Dodger game last night. And Jock Peterson had a most interesting night. Hope he's okay. It's all brought to you around the league by PNC.
Did Pluto get suspended or something?
Well, they named it not a planet several years ago.
Oh, that's brutal.
I know. I mean, how do you lose that status?
It's Pluto shaming.
It's lonely out there.
That is. It's terrible.
Fastball up, and Robles trying to get to it. Double right over the third base bag first time up. Max on deck. Turner to follow here in the bottom of the 5th. DeGrom coming off a 14-pitch 4th inning with a couple of strikeouts. That was close. On the changeup, 2-2.
What's a big pitch? He can get on, steal the base, you bunt him over. It's not necessarily an automatic bunt if Robles gets on with DeGrom and Ramos as a battery and make this a 4-2 game in a hurry. Big pitch coming.
Three-two, nobody out. That's a good at bat by your number 8 hitter. And Victor Robles is on for the second time. 31st walk of the year. And for DeGrom, his second pass of the night.
This is where I think you give Victor a chance to steal here instead of just bunting him over on the first pitch and then bunt him to third. Curious pitch selection there, up by 3 to the 8th hitter. Off speed 3-2. See if that hurts him.
Two great rookies right there. Frazier well in from third, and Max didn't show a sign of squaring there.
Big leg kick from DeGrom on the first pitch. I think he thought Max was bunting, and he didn't rush his delivery to home at all.
That's a good bunt. DeGrom just kind of a courtesy look to second. That's 1-3 on the sacrifice. Max's 5th of the year. 2 shots to get the Nats to within 2.
Nicely done.
So Trey based it up the middle last time to lead off the 3rd. Stole 2nd. Cabrera walked. And then DeGrom, probably his biggest pitch of the night, got Rendon to bounce into a 5-4-3 double play right before Soto lined out to center. And this one to short, ball in front of Robles. Looked like Guillorme thought for a second about going to 3rd. So Victor's there with 2 down. Let's have a look at our Indeed player resume on Asdrubal Cabrera. A double, a walk tonight. Just absolutely raking now. 19th game with the Nats. Batting average up to .328. 3-run homer yesterday. 22 RBIs in these 19 ball games. Just a professional hitter. Righty, lefty, doesn't matter. And he can play all over the infield for Davey Martinez as well. Sounded like a busted bat, 1 hopper to Alonso, and now the Nats fail to score again. They've stranded 4, and to the 6th we go. It's 4-1 New York. Mets 4, Nats 1. Wilson Ramos, top 6. He wasted no time. 2 on, nobody out in the 4th. Doubled down the left field line to give New York their first run, and now he's hitting 26 in a row. 43 for 98 during his hitting streak. How many hitting streaks do you ever hear of spanning nearly 100 at bats? That's 1/5 of a season for a lot of guys. Rendon will give a little bit and go to his left, and he knows he has plenty of time for the first out, 6th inning. So the Mets box all of their runs, all of their hits in the 4th. Mentioned the Alonso and Conforto singles, the Ramos double, Nimmo sac fly. He's also walked and stolen a base, and then the big blow, Joe Panik, who made it 4-1 with his 2-run homer, his first in 23 games as a Met. Here's Nimmo, who's been a real pest in this series. On base 4 times, plus a sac fly.
Yeah, 2 real good at bats here tonight. 0 for 0. A walk and a sac fly, but some patient at bats against Max.
Two and 0. Davey Martinez this afternoon mentioned 90+ pitches today. Max just over 80 now. Big inning to hold him with Rendon, Soto, and Adams due up. That's a great pitch. 94 to the inside edge. That'll handcuff any left-handed batter.
Backdoor cutter, I think he thought he had him. You could see his body language there after the pitch. Kurt Suzuki framed it up. Didn't quite come back enough.
Three and two with one out. And got him in the air to left. Robles or Soto. One takes charge, 2 down.
All right, Tony Two Bags bobblehead is coming up Friday, September 13th. Don't want to miss this one. It's presented by PenFed. Celebrate your favorite third baseman. Nats battle the Braves, 7:05. Get your tickets at nationals.com/tickets. This is a good one. Tony Two Bags.
That's one of our more clever ones we've seen over the years. Well done. Panic.
Okay.
He's hit it hard twice.
Sorry. Thought you were telling me to do something.
No, we're not panicking yet. It's only September 3rd. Cubs just underway at home against Seattle. Nats not getting any help from the Reds and the Blue Jays tonight. Phillies 4-1 at Cincinnati. Atlanta 2-0 at home against Toronto. 0-2 now to Joe Panic. Max is dealing again. Misses have been very close this inning. On the appeal, Alan Porter says no. Out behind second, it's Turner. Another solid inning for Max Scherzer, who's now retired 7 straight. Is it getting late? It'll be Soto and Rendon. Matt Adams to follow them. Anthony 0 for 2 tonight. Soto has an RBI double. These two need to start doing what they've been doing for the last week, raking. 61 strikes. It's like a pretty animated conversation.
That looks like he's done some handshakes, some knucks.
And Davey, after he said 90 plus for Max today, was asked an interesting question. Is Scherzer at the point yet where he can still talk himself into staying into a ball game? And Davey hedged it a little bit. You know, you just kind of take the situation as it comes. If it's 2-1 FP, or if it's a tie ball game, maybe he still pitches. 4-1. And battling the lights on the tail end of that line drive, Conforto puts it away, and Anthony Rendon swinging early in the count tonight against DeGrom is 0 for 3. That's rare. So the Nats box the doubles by Cabrera and Soto, 1 out apart in the first. For the only run, Robles a 2-out double in the second. Turner single, steal, Cabrera walk in the third, double play wiped out that rally. And then Robles a walk in the fifth, and that's been it. Wander Suero.
Pete Alonso might have been the key to this whole game so far. Just that leadoff single in the fourth, getting Max in the stretch. And it seemed like once the Mets got Max in the stretch, that's when they did their damage. The only other time they had him in the stretch all night was after Brandon Nimmo walked in the second. There was a hard line out to left by Joe Panic, and then Todd Frazier struck out.
Soto has hit it well twice. The gapper for a run right center. And a line drive to center for Nimmo, second time up.
And those were all on the first pitch, like I mentioned before. They decided we're not waiting around. Let's go. It was ambush city in the fourth for the Mets.
Yeah, and then the other 5 innings, 1 base runner. Nimmo's walk in the second. Whoa, that got one. You can hear it up here. Ouch. Ouch.
Oh, got him right on the elbow.
Juan Soto hit by a pitch for the 3rd time this year.
Sometimes it's just the funny bone. It gets you right on your funny bone. It feels like you stuck your finger in a light socket, and then you start to get the feeling back eventually. See where the ball hit him right there. Grip strength. Make a fist now. But the day game tomorrow, it's not good. A fastball up and in. He tried to get out of the way, and it just got him on the outside of that right elbow. Pete Alonso saying, "You ever wear an elbow pad?" And Juan shook his head, no. He wears that thing right hanging off his tricep on his left arm.
And DeGrom gets ahead of Matt Adams, who has struck out swinging twice.
2 sluggers looking out for each other.
That's Matt Adams busting up an 0 for 19 with a good line drive to right and the Nats. 2-1, 1 out for Kurt Suzuki.
Yeah, good swing. Ball hit too hard for Juan Soto to go first to third with 1 out. So Matt Adams breaking up the 0 for. Juan still putting his oven mitt on as he was running to second base there. He was literally putting it on as he was running to second, and then had to stop at second base.
Beats the heck out of putting it on while you're getting picked off. Who did we see that happen to recently? The Nats got somebody over there.
I think it was Yonder Alonso. Watch this. He was putting it on as he was running to second. He got it on right before he got to the base. It didn't affect him. He wasn't going to third anyway.
Here's Kurt Suzuki. Ground ball to short, fly ball to left center. And just like that, the tying run is in the batter's box here in the 6th. Kurt trying to ambush, but it was not reachable.
Kurt dead pull hitter. And if he gets something to pull here, it's a mistake. DeGrom's going to stay away this whole sequence, whether it's with the fastball or the slider, you'd think. And if anything is on the inner half, he didn't mean to throw it there.
Suzuki pretty well hit out to deep left center. To the wall. It is off Nimmo and off the wall. Soto scores, and the runners will end up at first and second on one of the longest singles you will ever see. But it's a 4-2 game, and Kurt Suzuki missed tying it by a couple of feet.
Well, all of a sudden the Nats picking up something on Jacob DeGrom here in the 6th inning. Anthony Rendon lined out to right. Juan Soto gets hit by the pitch. Matt Adams with a bullet. And now a slider that just kind of stays out over the plate. He wanted that to break off the plate. Suzuki went out and kind of pulled it back towards center field. Matt Adams thought Nimmo caught this, and I think he went back to first, and all he could do was go to second. And you saw him tap himself on the chest. He said, my bad, but watch him go back to first here. That's not a good play, and he knows it. He should be standing on third.
And if he was, Suzuki would most likely be at second. So here's Parra, and these are the situations where he excels. Somebody should tell him there are 2 outs, because when runners are in scoring position and 2 outs, Gerardo's 10 for 24.
I don't think Matt Adams is going to make it to second base even if he tags up there and Nimmo catches it. So there was really no percentage in going back to the bag. He knows it.
Well, the tying run's aboard. Slider 0-2. Parra has struck out swinging, and then on a ball that was not a strike, looking to end the 4th. So those are his overall numbers with runners in scoring position. Target in. Parra, grounder. And now, because the runners were at first and second, they turned the double play to end the inning. 4-6-3. The Nats, frustrating fashion, settle for 1.
First pitch damage against Max. Pete Alonso on a first pitch slider, base hit. Michael Conforto, first pitch cutter, it looked like, base hit. Wilson Ramos, first pitch fastball, double. And a sac fly by Brandon Nimmo, not on the first pitch. And then Joe Panik goes first pitch hunting too. So obviously team game plan. Hey, he's got his good stuff tonight. What are we waiting around for? Let's hack. And they did.
Yeah, that's quite a striking turnaround in their approach and their success. So Panik's homer, his 4th, but first as a Met. Jacob deGrom, 77 pitches, 51 strikes through 6. And Max, 90 pitches, 61 in the zone through 6. Need expert printing. The UPS store has you covered. Together, there's nothing we can't solve. And Wander Suero will get the call. Very busy this year. This will be appearance number 66. 71 Ks in 60 2/3 innings.
Yeah, cutter curveball change. Cutter in the low to mid 90s. I think he hit 96 the other day with the cutter.
4-2 ball game. 7-8-9 for the Mets, led off by Todd Frazier. He has struck out, grounded to short, and he's 1 for 6 career against Wander Suero. Cutter stays up and in. This would be high and foul and out of play. Rowanus Elias. And this one softly flied to left for Soto.
All right, the battle for the National League East continues Friday, September 13th through the 15th. So come out to the ballpark, wear red, be loud, Visit Nationals.com/tickets to get in the action. The Braves are coming to town.
And after tomorrow's afternoon game, on to Atlanta for 4 this weekend. Here's Luis Guillorme, who has doubled in 2 trips. Mike Foltynewicz throwing for them tonight, so we could see a Foltynewicz-Scherzer matchup Sunday if it works out that way. Anibal Sanchez for the Nats tomorrow against Zach Wheeler of the Mets. That's the YouTube game. 2-1. That bounced, and Kurt Suzuki just picked it off like it was nothing. (3-1). He walked him. First Mets base runner since Guillorme's double 3 innings ago. Jacob deGrom could be bunting to see if the Mets could get their run back. One sacrifice bunt this year. He's hacking, but here comes Soto playing shallow. Tries for the double play. The ball gets away. It hits the rail and stays in, so no error as Guillorme stays at first. 2 down. Juan got a good jump on that ball.
Oh, he's always been real good at coming in on the baseball. That's why he's played so deep early in the season. Now he's playing wherever he wants because he's learned how to go back on the ball just as well. And this on the run throw just kind of tails away from Matt Adams as Drupal had to duck. There's a creepy shirt guy with the Max Scherzer shirt in the background.
Two outs. And McNeil the hitter. You know, somebody in the third base dugout like that hack. This kid is good. Hit .329 in 63 games last year. His first real taste of regular big league action. This year he's been hitting over .330 most of the year, down to .320 or so now. But since 1969, only Pablo Sandoval has a higher first 2 years batting average than this guy. He won't get to bat because Guillorme just got picked off by Wander Suero.
He's got one of the best right-handed moves in baseball. It looked like they tagged him in the back right before his hand hit the bag. Will play on, no challenge, and a big third out here in the 7th. Maybe that changes the momentum a little bit.
Well, this game may be a little closer than it feels it is. Bottom of the 7th, Robles, it looks like Andrew Stevenson, and then Trey Turner. Victor's helmet comes off as he tries to hack. He has doubled and walked against deGrom, who just threw his 78th pitch. There's Andrew Stevenson, who already has a hit in this series, pinch hitting yesterday. Jammed. Alonso after it. And he makes the grab a step before he hits the barrier. 1 out.
All right, Nats fans, watch the Nats take on the Mets Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the MLB Game of the Week. That's live on YouTube. Visit youtube.com/MLB to watch the ball game. Excited to be a small part of that broadcast tomorrow.
We want you to be a big part of that broadcast tomorrow. Al Leiter was looking for you during batting practice to discuss analyst strategy for tomorrow's show.
That guy was one of the filthiest pitchers I ever faced. I'm just going to have the EBGB sitting next to him for 9 innings. His cutter, 94, broke more of my bats than any other pitcher ever. He was real good.
Little bit away, and Andrew Stevenson has a 2-0 count. Pinch hit in the 6th inning yesterday and had a base hit to left center against Noah Syndergaard. One of only 5 Nats hits all day. That's a good take. I mean, every base runner is huge here. Count down 8 outs for the Mets for this one, and the Nats need to put that off as long as they can.
I'd say take another one, but you don't want to get to 2 strikes with DeGrom. So if it's good, let it rip.
Three and 2. Nissan pitch cast.
Boy, whatever Wilson Ramos is doing, Jim Reynolds is buying. This is not a strike.
There's ball 4. Another good at bat by Andrew Stevenson.
Yeah. Hey, off the bench, young kid facing Jacob DeGrom. That was a huge at bat. The tie and run the plate.
Turner 1 for 3. Good speed out there at first and of course in the box.
Yeah, this is where DeGrom's so smart. He's not going to let you beat him to the pull side here as a tie and run. So if you take what the game gives you, you're thinking up the middle the other way, you're thinking right. And, you know, if he comes in, he makes a mistake, that's great, but I don't think he's going to challenge any of these hitters that can go deep in here late in the game. He rarely does early in the game.
Turner trying to drop one into center, but it's carrying, and Nimmo tumbles after a good running catch. 2 down.
Didn't get a good jump on it, but had good makeup speed. Maybe fooled by the swing. Jumps a little bit better than I thought on the replay. Nice play. I feel like the Mets have missed Brandon Nimmo. He's had a nice series here against the Nats so far.
Yeah, when healthy, he's a good outfielder. As I mentioned last night, did a lot of leading off for them. Good speed. So here's Asdrubal trying to save the inning and get it to Anthony Rendon. Is that another good night? A double, a walk, 1 for 2. Last time he swung at the first pitch and grounded out to end the 5th. Fastball evens it up. So DeGrom reaches 90 with 2 outs in the 7th. He's gone to at least 7 innings, 6 of his last 7 starts. The only time he didn't, that was against the Nats in that New York based game on August 11th.
Jim Riggleman on the right. Obviously did arms today.
On the edge with the slider.
Boy, that's hitting the spot right there. Cabrera's 2-1. He's thinking I'm going to do damage to the pull side, and he throws a backdoor slider that just catches the outer corner of the plate. That's pitching.
Two-two, and has Jubal able to pull it foul.
Now he's going to go right back out there, you're thinking, with either a fastball or a backdoor slider on the outer half after making him aware of the slider in with 2 strikes. And he doesn't want to face that guy with 2 on.
Panic about 12 feet out into right field on the shift here. Outfield a bit the other way. And on the pitch away, Cabrera takes it. Stevenson on the move and Rendon on deck.
Is this a big pitch?
Large.
It's a big pitch. This is where the crowd can put a lot of pressure on the visiting team. It's a big situation in this ball game. Down by 2, trying to get Rendon up.
On DeGrom's 95th pitch. And he strikes out Cabrera with a changeup up. That's his 6th of the night, and he is through 7 again. Presented by authority of the Washington Nationals, who want you to stay in the fight and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals, who want all of us to stay in the fight. Nats in the hunt for the postseason.
I mean, it's serious. They're guarding that out there. That's how serious that is.
Yeah, 4-2 Mets get a $15 credit towards concessions and merchandise when you buy a ticket to any remaining Nationals home game. For more info and to join us in the brawl, visit nationals.com/fight. So another step back to full health and efficiency for Ruenis Elias. Got a little action out of the bullpen over the weekend. This will be his 3rd appearance. So each of his first 2 appearances, he's gotten 2 outs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout so far.
A mid-90s fastball, curveball change for Elias.
McNeil was at the plate when Guillorme was picked off by Wander Suero. That ball is hit hard to right center. Over the scoreboard, and the Mets lead 5-2 on McNeil's 18th of the year. Getting lefties out has been a problem for the left side of the Nats bullpen this year.
Man, fastball down and in, right in the turbo zone of Jeff McNeil. He drops the barrel on it and makes this a 3-run lead for the Mets. That's a big run.
And now the Nats need 2 base runners before somebody could park one. 6 outs with which to work. That kid is such a good young hitter. Alonso 1 for 3. His first time against Elias.
Just choking up, trying to put it in play there, 2-0.
Yeah, put it in play on the
This guy doesn't.
Nets extra set.
Does not get cheated.
Well, he did exactly that in the 4th inning with that base hit to right. Nobody had touched Max through 3. And he will hit that one hard. Soto cuts it off to keep him to a single. Well played by Juan, but 2 extremely hard hit balls by New York.
111-mile-an-hour single off the bat of Pete Alonso. Hit it too hard for a double. A nice play by Juan, but that ball was touched.
Conforto first pitch swing, mile high on the infield, a little bit toward the right side, and Matt Adams will end up catching it right in front of the mound for the first out. Wilson Ramos is next.
I was told that in this 26-game hitting streak, Wilson Ramos had 3 pinch hits.
Wow.
To keep this streak alive. One game he came in, got a pinch hit, stayed in the game, and got another hit. So he has been beyond locked in for a long time.
Had him reaching for that one. Fair ball. Rendon to second. Turned nicely by Asdrubal Cabrera on the around the horn. So the Mets pick up a run on the McNeil homer. But it's Rendon, Soto, and Adams, and that's need 3. YouTube game. Anibal Sanchez and Zach Wheeler. Sanchez pitching great. Second half of the season. Zach Wheeler can bring it. And now, as far as MASN goes, we'll move on to our Thursday game in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. It is smoking hot down there. And so are the Braves. Steven Strasburg looking for his new career highs. Number 17 if he can get it. No runs, 2 hits, 8 innings Saturday against Miami. Max Fried is 15-4 with a 4.05 ERA. We'll get you going at 6:30 p.m. That's extra on MASN Thursday night, 1st of 4 from Georgia. So Jacob deGrom is at 95 pitches, 61 strikes. He's had Anthony Rendon hitless tonight on a grounder, a double play grounder, and a flare to right. Strike 1. And a tapper gets by the mound, and it gets by the third baseman. Somebody pick up that hot potato. And Anthony Rendon is on base for the 19th game in a row. Got to be a hit, right?
All right, check out Juan Soto's evening so far. some Fios Expo, the 100% fiber optic network. Visit getfios.com. So first time up, a change-up up, a double in the gap, a hustle double. That would score as Drupal Cabrera. Then he got doinked on the elbow last time up in the 6th. So is he okay? Nats need base runners. They'll take him any way they can get him. A leadoff single by Anthony Rendon, and here comes Juan.
Yeah, here's where that extra run by the Mets a moment ago really makes a difference. So Soto, not quite the tying run. He'll lean back from a slider up and in. And the Nets have DeGrom on the verge of 100 with Seth Lugo throwing out in left field beyond the wall. Two and 0. DeGrom 100 pitches, at least 101 each of his last 4 starts. And he was all in on 2-0, and he's all out of here. See you later. Number 32, and the RBI total up to 98. It's a 1-run game.
Look at it, he's dropped his arm because it's hurting him, but he still went deep. His legs aren't hurt though, and now we dance. Game on. Chappelle telling Anthony Rendon, way to get it started. Rendon chucked his helmet. And that add-on run was huge on the McNeil home run.
And that swing takes DeGrom out of this game. Mickey Callaway about to make a double switch. So Juan Soto 2 away from 100, and this ball was destroyed.
Looked like a changeup that he caught out front. It was up in the zone, gave him something to pull. And then he goes natural, organic Jeffrey Leonard with one flap down as he rounds third base and makes this a 1-run game.
The Nats are a whole lot closer. Still nobody out here in the 8th. And it'll be Seth Lugo, the 29-year-old right-hander, making his 52nd appearance. 86 strikeouts in 66 innings. He's been a swing and miss guy. Matt Adams looking for his first career hit against him.
Yeah, fastball 94, slider 88, great curveball around 80. Probably his best secondary pitch, high spin rate. He's got the changeup at 88. So a 4-pitch reliever.
Adams jammed and to the left side for Guillorme, the shortstop.
This could be a 6-out save. He's been their closer in close games.
Double switch. Tomas Nido will bat 9th and catch. Interesting. Although he did just bat. Wilson Ramos, one of their hottest bats, double switched out of the game in case this thing goes on for a while. And the fastball tails back to Kurt Suzuki. In the air to the right side for Pete Alonso.
Check out Juan Soto's 32nd homer of the year again. There's a side swing. It was a changeup up from DeGrom. And then put some numbers on it. 443, 109. Little dance party in the dugout. And here comes Parashark, and he's due.
Para, 2 for 6 career against Seth Lugo. Nito was set up low and away, pitch to the other side, and Gerardo a count of 2-1.
Daniel Hudson getting hot.
Over and low, 3-1.
Get you a good one. Swing hard in case you hit it. Let it rip.
.95 with a little run at the end and just under his bat. And this one out to short left center. Guillorme tracking it, and the Nats go quickly after Rendon and Soto. Who else team up for a couple in the 8th? Experience more thrills at h-d.com. And by American Standard Air. Find your local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer at midatlanticcomfort.com. Gorgeous night at the yard. The Nats are close. They need to get a little closer. So first order of business, Roenis Elias stays in here to face 2 left-handed batters. Nimmo and Panik leading off top 9. And that ball slapped hard to right center. Well, those are heartbreakers right after you've scored a couple of runs. Elias has faced 2 leadoff men, both lefties, and they've both gone over the scoreboard. 6-4 New York.
Yeah, not waiting around for his curveball. Fastball right center square. And Brandon Nimmo's had a nice game. A walk, a stolen base, a sac fly, and now a home run. Solo shot here in the 9th to give the Mets a 2-run lead. That one stings a little bit, just like the last one.
Yeah, here's Joe Panik, who's homered tonight. That was Nimmo's 4th of the year.
I always thought if you brought lefties in to face lefties, that you throw them your off speed. Because a fastball is a fastball, right?
Right.
So the reason you bring in lefties to face lefties is because they have a nasty slider, nasty curveball, something that, you know, most lefties aren't used to seeing start way behind them and they buckle. They're probably used to starting against right-handers, so they're used to seeing it break into them, not away from them.
That breaking ball was hanging and it was hit into left. So Elias stayed in the game to face two lefties. Davey Martinez now coming out. Daniel Hudson has been ready for a while. Davey went by the book and the Mets spoiled it for him. So Elias is going to pitch 1+ inning and give up 4 hits, including 2 home runs. Hudson gets the call. Now the Nats have to hold the Mets to within 2. 32-year-old Daniel Hudson gets the call. And since coming to Washington, 15 appearances, 15 Ks in 14 innings. Doesn't, as a rule, walk anybody, just a couple. And he will face Todd Frazier.
Yeah, fastball 96, slider 87, occasional changeup at 87, 88.
Little speed on the bases for the Mets now as outfielder Juan Lagares runs for Joe Panik. Frazier tonight 0 for 2 against Scherzer and a fly ball out against Wander Suero. Oh for 2 career against Hudson with a strikeout. This year the Nats have scored 73 runs in the 9th inning. But as of now they've given up 75. Lagares 3 out of 4 stealing this year. Holding.
If you'd have told me driving in the park today that the Nats would have got 4 off Jacob deGrom, I would have said I like their chances.
Low throw and on a hop. Matt Adams keeps it from going down the right field line. Counts 0-2 on Frazier.
Very nice pick by Matt Adams. That ball stayed in the game for a minute too. I was wondering if they're going to change baseballs on the short hop here. They just did. Yeah, that's runner on third, nobody out if he doesn't pick that. That's down the right field corner.
That one off the glove of Suzuki into the backstop. That was an 0-2 slider way outside.
Now the at-bat kind of changes for Todd Frazier with a runner on second, nobody out. Even though he's got 2 strikes, is he going to try to push the ball to the right side and advance a runner?
This will be close over by the dugout. Got some twisting action back in and evidently in and out of the mid of Matt Adams.
Well, we got microphones down there and I didn't hear anybody call it. Usually you can hear that. Did anybody call this? Did they communicate on the high pop-up? Yeah, I didn't see or hear anybody say I got it. Maybe they didn't know.
One and two it remains.
Sometimes even if you don't know as a player, you just say I got it so you run the other guy off and there's no traffic around you. Your brain's saying I think I got it, but you just scream I got it, I got it, I got it, so you don't have to worry about running into somebody.
And you can give an error on a foul ball play that's not been made, and Matt Adams was given an error there. Now Kurt Suzuki makes a really good stop on another wicked slider. Fastball up, and Frazier refusing to be struck out here.
Definitely in swing mode with 2 strikes here.
All right, Daniel all over the place with his slider, and Kurt Suzuki saves another one. 3 and 2 now.
And I think if you're Todd Frazier, you totally disregard if you see slider rotation. You're looking for 1 pitch now. He's got a changeup he'll throw occasionally to righties, but I doubt that he's going to throw a 3-2 slider. So Frazier is looking dead red all the way.
Slider up. That ball crushed by Frazier, foul. And Frazier, easy take. He'll walk 2 on, nobody out.
And we haven't seen Daniel Hudson miss like this before. Usually he's all around the plate with whatever pitch he throws.
Next up, the shortstop, Luis Guillorme. Double walk. He's 1 for 2 in the number 8 spot.
I think he's going to bunt here. Maybe. Nope.
One.
Anthony's still in on the grass just in case there's a bunt. 1-1. I don't think he's bunting though.
Inside out swing, and Soto back to grab it. First out, finally, of the 9th inning, and their catcher who came in on the double switch, Tomas Nido, will be the hitter in the number 9 spot. Nido 207 in 39 games, 116 at bats. And he faces Daniel Hudson for the first time. Get ahead slider. Good looking fastball, low in the zone, 0-2.
Lagares looking like he wants to run at second, but his Drupal's been doing a nice job of keeping him close.
Another fastball, and there's the double play ball the Nats were hoping for.
Trey forgot how many outs there were.
Yeah, he was running off the infield. And Trey Turner throws to first on what we thought would be a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. So instead, runners at second and third, 2 down.
You know, I looked out before this, and he was pretty deep for double play depth, and I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe he knows how fast the catcher is for the Mets, and that's why he's playing so deep. So he wasn't cheating in like a shortstop normally does for a double play. Noticed that earlier, and forgot how many outs there were.
Top of the order. So now 2 more runners in scoring position. And McNeil, who homered against Elias, leading off the 8th, and that fastball inside.
When you're playing big games in September, little things are big things. Whether it's that, whether it's tagging up on a fly ball that hits off the center field wall, things you can't do on a consistent basis and win games. So big at bat here to keep this a 2-run deficit. You never know in the bottom of the 9th.
Ball launched foul.
And to be honest, things that we haven't seen in a long time here. So these guys have been playing great baseball. We haven't seen any mental mistakes for about 3 months. So
no one throwing in the Mets bullpen. Seth Lugo only had 10 pitches to get his 3 outs in the 8th, so it appears he's the man for the 9th. Nats will have 8, 9, and 1 due up and an out to get here. And that ball slams off the railing inside the Nats dugout, 1-2. Base hit. Soto charging, throwing home. Runner safe. And the Mets have scored 3 runs here in the 9th to lead 8-4. McNeil goes 0 for 3 and goes homer, single, 3 RBIs in the last 2 innings.
Yeah, give him another chance, and this is what happens. So Jeff McNeil 0 for 3 in tonight's game, turns it into a 2 for 5 with a homer and 3 RBIs. So last 2 at bats, and a non-double play costly to the Nats.
Yeah, I was looking at the scoreboard before that pitch saying despite everything that's gone wrong, the Nats still have a shot in the bottom of the ninth. Now it's going to take a huge inning. Now a couple of guys have popped up in the Mets bullpen to maybe take over in a different ninth inning situation. And a tough hitter to navigate here in Pete Alonso, who's 2 for 4. Edwin Diaz. Interesting, they didn't have their closer up when it was a 2-run game, but now that it's a 4-run game, they do. Lugo had to sit around for a long time after his 3 outs in the 8th. Fastball away, and Alonso hammers it to left center, and it's 10-4. That's his 44th of the year.
That ball was crushed. His single last time up was 111 miles an hour, and this 96-mile-an-hour fastball, I think it was past the red seats in left center field on a line. That's the lowest, quickest home run I've seen get out that way this year. 111 miles an hour on that one, too.
Davey Martinez has to go deeper into his bullpen now with his team down by 6. Homers, 2 singles, a walk. The Nats have dropped a foul pop. They've had a throw to first on a double play ball, and Javi Guerra now will come on to try to put this thing out and get this ball game to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be his 31st appearance with the Nats. 44 innings so far, 31 Ks, contact guy, and he'll face the 8th Met to bat in the inning, and that's Michael Conforto.
Fastball, slider, curveball change.
Conforto base hit, 1 for 4 tonight. Facing Javi for the first time.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, they reactivated Robinson Cano today, and he may get an at bat here. Pitcher spot next after they made the double switch at catcher. And the ball fouled straight down. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Michael Conforto. Crowd of 20,759 tonight. It's gotten quite quiet here in the 9th from the Nats fans' standpoint. And this one to center for Victor Robles. Guerra got inside enough on Conforto. The Mets tack on 5 and lead by 6.
Yes, it's time for the Miller Lite Hold True moment. Let's go back to the 8th inning after getting hit on the elbow. I guess this is the best way to get somebody back, right? They throw a fastball off your elbow. Then you get a changeup and take them deep next time up. Home run number 32 for Juan Soto. RBI's number 95, 96, or 97, 98, excuse me. And there you go. Most home runs before your 21st birthday all time. Climbing up the list, and you'd think you got a chance to be number 1 by the end of the season. We'll see.
Paul Sewald will take over here for the Mets. Nats will have Robles, Howie Kendrick on deck to pinch hit in the number 9 spot, and then Trey Turner. Mets repositioning all over the field here. We'll get you up to date in a second. On the breaking ball, it's 1-1. So Juan Lagares, after pinch running, stays into play center. That moves Brandon Nimmo to left, and that moves the versatile Jeff McNeil to second base. Robles 0 for 3 career against the right-hander Sewald. Two and two. Ball ripped to deep short. Guillorme, no chance to get Victor Robles, who goes speeding about 50 feet past the bag with his second hit of the night, and he's on for the 3rd time.
Good swing, good hustle. Pretty good play by Guillorme going way into left field, throwing across his body, but Robles is just too fast. This gets a lot of guys right here, this play. Robles way past the bag. Even his helmet would have been safe on that one as you saw it roll over the base. Or maybe it would have been out.
There's Howie. First at bat of this series. Howie's last action was on Sunday afternoon against the Marlins when he went 1 for 4 with a double.
As I looked at the replay, Carp, his helmet would have been out.
Okay.
By a step.
Howie turns on one and skies it a mile-high foul. Kendrick deep right center. Ball approaching the scoreboard and at the edge of the track. Taken in by Conforto for the first out. Next up is Trey Turner. One for 4 tonight. And with a couple of walks, 0 for 2 against Sewald career. Starts him with a slider. Bottom of the zone fastball. Beyond the bottom of the zone fastball. That fastball hit hard into right center. Trey Turner is going to plug the gap. Victor Robles heading for third. Bob Henley sends him home. Turner makes it a 10-5 ball game with his second hit of the night and his 45th RBI.
As soon as that ball hit the gap, I just watched Victor Robles. Man, you talk about scoring from first. A beautiful swing by Trey, splitting the gap here. Watch Victor. Right about here. Look at this. Find me two faster guys on the bases anywhere.
As Dribble Cabrera, 1 for 3, a double and a walk. Well, Sewald not fooling anybody here. Robles infield hit, sharply hit to deep short. Howie's fly ball to the track the other way, and then Turner low screamer to the gap.
Load them up and see what happens.
Yeah, the Nats made them get their closer up, Diaz, last night. Had to come into the ball game. Right now they have a lefty, Luis Avilan, ready for Soto. And as Dribble will take a 2-0 pitch on the inside edge. Diaz back up. Avilan joins him. Two-one, and that ball's into center field. Trey Turner has to hold, and the Nats are making this interesting.
You knew they weren't going to go down without a fight if you've seen this team play at least once this year. Good swing, line moving, same seats, why not? Stranger things have happened.
Mets pitching coach Phil Regan on his way. So the Nats 2 runners away from getting the tying run in the batter's box. Rendon infield hit last time, just in front of the Soto homer.
Nito not taking any chances on lip reading. He just covered his whole face with his catcher's glove.
Anthony Rendon 1 for 6 career against Sewald, but the way he's going, career matchups mean nothing because he's swinging the best of his career right now. So a corner situation. Base hit Rendon. RBI number 112. And now it becomes a safe situation with the tying run in the on-deck circle. Mickey Callaway on his way to the mound. Does he bring in his closer, or is it Avilan for Soto?
Well, you knew that a DeGrom-Scherzer matchup would be 16 runs, right?
So Anthony Rendon turns his night into a 2 for 5 with RBI number 112. As the photog used to say, hold it. Against Luis Avilan, but tonight he's 2 for 3 with an RBI double, a 2-run homer, and this veteran lefty will make his 35th appearance. Lefties, well, he's been deadly. Look at that, 0-54 against him. Soto, then Adams. Still only one out in the bottom of the 9th.
Same seats. Don't move a muscle. Milan's got a great changeup. He'll throw it to lefties too. Fastball 90, curveball 76, a changeup 57% of the time at 82 miles an hour. So Juan's going to get a changeup, and that's the pitch he just hit out of the park his last time up.
Well, now the Nats have scored 75 ninth-inning runs this year. He just move up in the box?
He just did. Yeah, because he was sitting on a changeup. It's the same thing he did to Hector Neris in Philadelphia. We hit a 2-run home run with 2 outs in the 9th.
Yeah, he moved up in the box and still got Nito with the backswing, it appears.
Did Nito move up with him? Yeah.
Hey, he did.
Hop. You gonna do it again, you think? No, he's digging in. There he goes.
Got the change up, 1-1.
Well, he throws it 6 out of 10 pitches almost, so there's a good shot you're getting one. And why not move up and catch that thing before it dips?
Most in baseball in the 9th. The only problem is the Nats have given up more than 75, including 5 tonight.
He's moving.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
He's moving all over the place. I like it. Looks really nervous too. Guessing fastball, I think. Nope.
No swing, says Alan Porter. Soto himself calling for the peel, as he often does.
Stand there. Fastball's 90, so it's not like it's, you know, that slow. Uh-oh, there's the 2-1 count. Check out those numbers.
That's a base hit. Cabrera held by Bob Henley, and the Nats have the tying run in the batter's box now.
Game on.
4 consecutive hits and 5 in the inning.
And look who's coming up.
And we'll see if there's a counter move of their closer, Edwin Diaz, here.
You could counter with that. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's September if you want.
Edwin Diaz, 25 saves, but as we noted last night, he has 5 blown saves. Ryan Zimmerman to hit for Matt Adams, and all kinds of unexpected wheels turning in the bottom of the 9th.
For the minor leagues on Sunday, his name's Ryan Zimmerman. And his third at bat, he did this. See you later. Hit the ball hard both times before that. So off the IL, into the stands, and then he would join the dance party with a walker in the dugouts. Be careful, don't get hurt. Let's see if he can run into another one here.
Well, when you're behind all night, all you can hope for is the tying run in the batter's box in the bottom of the ninth or sometime before the game ends. Ryan Zimmerman 0 for 2 career against Edwin Diaz. The Nats, because of Cabrera's homer last night, did make him warm up and come in. He did strike out Matt Adams to end the game. Here we are 24 hours later, and the Nats might be playing with a little house money right here. First pitch, a good fastball at the knees.
Double nines. Fastball average is 97 on the year. 2 pitches, fastball, slider, slider's 90.
They all singled those runners aboard. 10-6 now. Zimmerman, right center, well hit, and it's up against the scoreboard. 2 runs will score. Held at third is Soto, and it's 10-8.
Are you kidding me? This team refuses to quit. They've been doing it all season long. Ryan Zimmerman off the bench goes shopping in the gap to make this a 2-run game. The tie-in run is on second. What's going on? Tremendous effort by Michael Conforto, and Zim's reaction on second base said it all. We got a pinch runner on second. The line is moving. Same seats. Unbelievable.
Michael A. Taylor just recalled today, pinch running. Kurt Suzuki against Diaz with the tying run at second base.
That double by Ryan might be, when you're looking at the big picture, something you think about later in the season too, whatever happens here.
Started the hands and stopped. Great take on the slider. 1-1. 8th Nat to bat here in the ninth.
This team won't quit.
Kurt Suzuki, been there, done it. He held again, and it's 2-1.
Zim scared him away from the fastball. He throws 100, and he hasn't thrown Suzuki a fastball yet. 3 sliders in a row.
Davey said this afternoon Adam Eaton was available to pinch hit. That's interesting next, because that would be Eaton for Parra, lefty for lefty. Inside, 3-1.
Get you a good one and let it fly. This has turned into some kind of ball game, hasn't it?
Unexpectedly so, but we're not shocked.
Not shocked at all.
Three and two.
It's all right. He was all in on a heater, didn't get it.
Keep in mind, still just 1 out. Nats trying to get their 6th consecutive man on base. Not a bad bat to hap off the bench late, Ryan Zimmerman. Kurt just able to get up there for the 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
How'd he get a piece of that? Triple digits above the letters, and he fouled it back. Gearing up. Look out.
Payoff pitch, 1 out. Close enough on which to be swinging.
Fighting. Boy, if you turn this off or went to bed, I feel sorry for you. But you wouldn't hear that.
Well, there's always the replay in the morning.
Or if you left.
Kurt Suzuki! See you later! The Nats have won it! 7 runs in the bottom of the 9th.
And now everyone dances. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me, Kurt Suzuki? This ball club is something else. I'm telling you, something special is going on in DC, folks. I have never seen anything like that 9th inning. 11-10, and he walks off the Mets. Unbelievable. I'll tell you, it's a special group, man. No words right here. What an at-bat. The 8th pitch, he gets triple digits and deposits it into the left field stands. And see everyone later. Unreal. Carp, have you ever seen anything like this?
On the heels of what happened here yesterday, and on the heels of Jacob deGrom seemingly shutting down the Nats for most of the night, look at this bedlam scene in every corner. Alex, if you can hear me, take it away with Kurt Suzuki.
We are on the field, yes, Bob, with Kurt Suzuki. Kurt, what an at-bat. The motto of this team, stay in the fight. How do you describe the 9th inning?
Grinding, just grinding away. Game's never over until it's over. You know, we just try to put good at-bats together, and this happens.
Kurt, what was it like for you to come through in this moment for your ball club?
Oh, it's what you strive for every day. You want to help the team out any way you can. I don't know. It's a pretty cool moment right now.
What's going through your mind right now?
Let's enjoy this one and come back tomorrow and do it all again, right?
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Kurt. Awesome win. And Bob, back up to you.
7 hits in the 9th, the last 6 consecutively. They beat the Mets closer with Kurt Suzuki's 11th walk-off hit, his 3rd walk-off homer, and the Nats, who were left for dead 1/2 inning ago, have pulled off a 9th inning miracle. 11-10, and they have a chance now to win a series behind Anibal Sanchez tomorrow. This has been a presentation of MASN. Dan and J-Max will try to make some sense out of this madness in a moment. From the booth, what a win! See you later.